But America East, 18 tourneys played on the home court of the higher seed for each game. Stony Brook is not included. They have a postseason ban. Vermont is minus 600 to cut down the nets.
Is that the biggest ever? Like, I don't think I've ever seen something that big.
I feel like I've seen Gonzaga higher in some years.
Yeah, okay.
But not. I mean, this year you have a lot better teams in the WCC. But the thing with Gonzaga is you get like double buys at the semis, and then you just got to win 2 games. But I think I've seen Gonzaga like minus 800 before. But in this, it's just an 18 tourney. There's no buys. But Vermont has a pretty easy path to the final. They lost 1 game all season in conference and overtime. It was by 1 to Hartford when Ryan Davis, who's their stud, and Finn Sullivan, their point, they were out. And Hartford went 12 of 24 from 3 and won by 1 in overtime. They did just beat UMass Lowell by 1, but they were up 13 in the second half. Every other game was decided by double digits. The second best odds are UMBC, I believe, at 10 to 1. I'm not laying 600, but I am not interested in any other team in this conference. This is Vermont's. Would be an interesting team to get in the tournament. Their offenses just can go on these runs and just bury teams out of nowhere, especially in that conference. It's a pretty down America East. So I got nothing here. I think this is just the Vermont cruise, unless something goes catastrophically wrong. You got anything here?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much just going to end up passing. There's one team I did take a little bit of a look at, but I'll probably end up passing on. Albany is 50 to 1 right now. They're the 5 seed. They just got one of their best players, Devondre Perry, back to Temple transfer, who it looked like he was going to miss the rest of the season, and just miraculously in the last game of the season was, doing jumpers for the game and ended up actually playing over 10 minutes. So who knows what you're going to get from him in a conference tournament coming off a long injury like that. But they will be the 5 seed. There's a potential if you can get an upset from the 3-6 game or the 7-2 game, because the way this one works is that it's always played, the lowest seed always plays the highest seed. So there's a potential they could avoid Vermont in the semifinals if they can get past the 4 seed, which is still up in the air right now because some seeding still needs to be decided in the UMass Lowell and Hartford game tonight. But with him back, Albany is second in the conference per shot quality in terms of points per possession allowed on defense and transitions, and also in half court. So it's interesting. So if you get essentially one of your best offensive players back, because Perry was leading the team in scoring before he got injured, like right at the start, I believe, of conference play, it could be a huge boost to them. But again, who knows what you're going to get from him coming off that long injury. 50 to 1, I think, is a pretty good price. You will get I don't know about a decent hedge opportunity in the final, because I'm sure if they do actually make it all the way there, Vermont will be probably, 15, somewhere around that favorite. So Albany 51 is kind of interesting just because they're getting one of their best players back. But other than that, yeah, it's just definitely not laying with Vermont and just passing altogether. Probably.
One of the worst conference tournaments out there this year. I have no real interest in watching any of this until the final, and we'll see how it goes. It's just not an interesting conference this year.
Yeah.